Alright, so I want to make a quick video real quick to kind of put it in layman's terms what I talked to Canvas tech support about because it was really confusing and I think I now finally understand it. So I want to kind of share with you guys what I talked about with them. So an English department reached out to me and said like there's a whole bunch of formatting errors when kids go to report their research paper or their outline or their works cited page or they're doing everything separately, right? So what I want to go through is the different type of assignment submissions that you can do. So real quick, and I kind of put this in that email the other day that I sent out on December 14th. But to create an assignment, as you know, you go to the assignment tab on what you want. I have all my categories matched up with my gradebook and Skyward, so if I wanted to transfer over, that's in a different video. If you need help with that, let me know. So real quick, just going through the video assignment process, right? So we'll do our assignment name, example assignment, and then here we put the directions. Alright, maybe we'll put a Google link in there, a drive, maybe we've got a worksheet or PDF that they want to see, maybe it's an image, maybe it's a link, maybe it's a video, yada yada, right? So then we'll do all of our examples and stuff like that. We'll decide what we want to make the point values worth. We'll decide whether we want it in, whoops, I accidentally hit save. We'll put it in out of 20 points. Do I want it in as a quiz or a test? Maybe it's a research paper, so I've got that in a separate category. I decide whether I want it points or percentages, right? Now down here is where it gets a little interesting, the submission type. So what had happened is somebody thought that it would make sense, and it makes sense to me too, is that they did file uploads. Well, what happens on a student's Chromebook, when they type in a Google Doc and then they save it to their Chromebook files, and this is my understanding, I may have it mixed up. For my understanding is when they type it on their Google Doc, and they save it to their Chromebook, like their little Chromebook hard drive, there's like a little hard drive in there, that saves it, it can formats it as a Word doc. So when they have the option to save it as a document, I'll show you real quick on here, because they have to save it as a file, right? So if they open up this, they've got their outline, right? The kids all know that Google Drive saves this automatically for them. When they go to File, Download As, because they're downloading it to their drive, these are their options. So when they naturally click on the first option on Microsoft Word, it messes up all of that formatting that they just worked on. And that's why you're not seeing what they worked on. So instead of doing a file upload, select website URL, and you can't see this on theirs, but I'll show you what it will look like. They will actually have a little tab on their assignment that says Google Drive, right? So then continuing on, we could do this group as assignment or assignment group. We want peer revision if we want to, and we could sync it to Skyward, yada yada, right? Assign it to everybody, cool, right? The other thing I want to show you real quick is the difference between external tool and the online website URL. So an external tool is if I was doing my notes in math class, right, and I wanted them to, it was kind of a follow along notes, fill in the blank type of notes, and I had a typed up Google Doc that I wanted everyone to get. This is where you would use that. Or if you had a HyperDoc that you created and then kids were submitting things and you kind of already had a template, right? You don't want to do this for research papers, right? Because you want the students to create their document on their own. You don't want to say, here's the template for it, right? Because you want to see that they know how to format it. So if you wanted a fill in the blank and you've already formatted the paper for them, you'll use external tool. And then you'll hit find and you'll use Google Docs Cloud Assignment, right? And then when you click on that, all of your drive will pull up. Okay, but we want to keep this as an online. This is for research paper, website, or anything that you want the kids to originate on their own. Okay, so whether it's a PowerPoint or slides, right? Google Slides, they can do it through website URL. All right, so then you'll go down to save and publish. All right, so my kids might get an assignment, surprise. And then, so I'm going to scroll down to settings and go to student view for you. Where's that at? Student view, okay. So they're on the student view, they go to assignments, they'll click on the example assignment. There's their directions, there's the assignment, they're going to submit the assignment. When they click on that, they can either select and highlight a URL, right? This, I'm not sure. This is new, just kind of popped up. CK12. So don't worry about that. I'll look into that if you're wanting to use that. But anyway, so they can type in their URL, or like I said, you don't see this on when you assign the assignment, but when you do the website URL, Google Drive will pop up. And this is where the kids will want to go. They'll authorize their account, right, to they probably already are authorized, and then they will submit their paper directly to it. So then they'll, or if you had the works cited page, or if you're doing everything separately, the rough draft, the outline, the works cited page, the final draft, right? All of that could be separate as different assignments. They can find that all in their drive. Okay, so let me know if you guys have any questions.